We got an individual, as I said before, Monday morning, we're going to be getting this mess taken care of and everything that needs to be done. Now, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG, Infusion Light Energy Gain Technology Screens. And as I said before, we've had a lot of problems with a fellow YouTuber who now calls himself Crow BH or underscore BH76, which I'm guessing he was born on 11/76. He was born November 1976. That's when he was born. But anyway, so he's very, very upset and also too afraid because, again, as I said before, we've had problems with this individual multiple times, and we have to literally contact immigration because of this mess. And the reason why immigration is getting involved with these lawsuits that we have against them is because we're being strongly advised that before we go down the road with the heavier lawsuits, that again, I can't express enough, it's going to cost me more money, that make sure he's legal. We don't, we lose, which means we can't do anything at all, period. We lose a lot of money in the process. So it's something that has to be done. Mr. Fernando wants to make it about race. Mr. Fernando, another document coming out to you by an attorney for making a statement that are racist. So again, another lawsuit. As I said before, as we pile these lawsuits on you, if you're an American citizen, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. You're going to get sued on so many different levels. If you are don't have papers, you're never coming back to the United States. Because again, as I told you before, if you're interviewed to get a chance to come here to the United States and get citizenship, you have pending charges on you. Now, I spent the day talking to a few. One is an immigration attorney, and he definitely informed me that make sure that you are documented before we go down the road of basically doing any more lawsuits. And that's why immigration's getting involved Monday morning. We have to call ISIS because they're the only ones who have access to be able to get those sensitive files. We can't go to any other agency. They won't do it. We have to go directly to them. They're the only ones that will be able to look up, see whether or not if he is a United States citizen. So I told you before, we documented everything. And Mr. Fernando wanted to make it about race. As I told you, that's what he was going to do. But you have to understand, you make your own people look bad. Because that's one of the things they're trying to advertise, that the reason why they don't want and the Mexicans into the United States, because there are all these bad things. And what you're doing is what they want to advertise. You're making your people look bad, extremely bad. Now, do we judge all? I know I told you I have Mexican friends and people married in my family. Pretty soon, hopefully, we'll have a Mexican descent in our family, which should be pretty cool. Because again, like I said, we got every other race in there. We don't have Mexicans, and that'd be cool to have. I have friends that are Mexican at the end of the day. But you try to label me as a racist human being because we're taking to court for you breaking the law. Did you add that in there? When you made the statement, see, that's why you're being sued for that video. Because did you put in there about how you basically broke laws against our company, how you violated United States government and went in and broke laws? Did you put any of that information in there? No, you didn't at all, period. So you made false accusations about me. So, as I said before, unfortunately, Monday, we'll be contacting ISIS about Mr. Fernando. All your information, your address, we have your age, we have date of birth, the whole 9 yards, everything will be submitted to them. And what they're going to do is they're going to go in and they're going to see if you have documents. That's pretty much it. Now, if they show, again, if you're an American citizen, we can move forward and we can sue you and do what we have to do. That's pretty much what it is. You want to make it sound like for some reason we're just hunting you down and we're just basically just trying to get you kicked out of the states, get you kicked out of the United States. Mr. Fernando, anyone can type in your name. There is so much evidence on you that anyone can find you. On the reports that we've done and hard evidence showing that how you violated our copyrights. It's everywhere on the on YouTube. The lawyers we were talking to were able to bring you up just by typing your name. They would define your LLC, they find your address, they would find all the different things that we had problems against you, involving the CCP and involving doxing, and it goes on and on and on. So alone, you've already gotten yourself in enough deep trouble already. What's that fan keep clicking? I'm gonna have to pull that out, put another one in. That's what I'm gonna get this, making that clicking. So I'm doing my PC repairs real quick to get this finished and done because I got some things I want to do tomorrow. Oops. Ooh, that thing was definitely hitting me. And we saw the whole video. In the video, you talk about how your screen paint is so great. You got short-term memory loss, or you have delusion of grandeur, or just maybe just mentally ill patient at the end of the day. You don't remember the Cinemax matching the house paint. You don't remember any of that stuff ripping anybody off. Well, you're going to have to go to court for if you find a United States citizen, because that's one of the charges that are filed against you. We're actually bringing your company to court because we can prove that you ripped off a bunch of your customers, claiming that your product was house paint. But you just got on there and talked like it never even happened. Like, what did you get that one? That you matched the house paint, ripped off a whole bunch of your customers? You talk about your Cinemax is supposed to be this great product at the end of the day, and it's the best great screen paint. It's the best screen paint on the market. I can choose 20 different paints that will match your stuff. You did it on a YouTube with a red hoodie that said Thrasher across it. Matching house paint. And then removing the video off of your account to try to hide it. And then bring it back and change the title again. So you are nothing but a thief and a liar. And your time is caught up to you. Unfortunately, Mr. Fernando, as I said before, that all things happen for a reason. And they do. And your time is extremely bad. Because the person we have in office is bent on removing people from the country who do not have proper paperwork. And that gives us access to ISIS. Which now we find out because of this whole sensitive topic that has been, again, I say before, blown way out of proportion, we have to contact them. Now, you go talk to an attorney and you ask them, if you do not have paperwork to be here, can we file lawsuits against you? He will tell you, no, we cannot do this because you're not a United States citizen, and if they send you over, we can't touch you. So that's the reason why before I go spend any more money or any more lawsuits or any more attorneys that we have to bring you into court or process or whatever costs us money at the end of the day for your dumb act that you've been doing, we have to make sure you're legit. Now, if you're legit, Mr. Fernando, I will have so many process servers slam them in that building, they'll think you're basically giving away free items. I guarantee you. I'll have all kinds of law enforcement officers. Heck, I'll make a trip down there to California myself and file criminal charges against you within your own state to get a warrant for your arrest as soon as possible. You're going to think the sky's open up on you when we get done with you. So we hope you're a United States citizen, but I've got a strange feeling you're not. And the reason why, because again, anybody in any situation that when you talk about something that they're not, will back it up automatically. Like, those people have driver's license right now. If someone were to tell you that you didn't have a license to drive, what are you going to do? Are you going to basically allow them to accuse you, saying you don't have a license to drive? Or are you going to pull out your license and go, here you go, I've been driving since I was 16, blah, blah, as most people would do. And if you went to school and you got graduated and you got a college degree, and someone said, nah, out at the end of the day, you don't have a degree, you don't have anything at all, what are you going to do? Pull up a yearbook, pull up a diploma, show that you graduated. Some of you will brag about you graduated with honors, all that other good stuff. So you're going to back it up. So again, if you, that fan is definitely going to come off. If you're definitely what you say you are, you would have backed it up in the fact that the 7 days and the lawyers recognized that when they went to go look in your account, they said, how come he hasn't backed it up? If you made this statement, then why didn't he back it up? There you go. Now, you went on your channel and you said you're being deported for the honest truth. The problem you have here, Fernando, that hasn't been decided yet. So why would you think you were being deported? We sat there and said, you could be deported if you don't have proper paperwork. But we hope you're a United States citizen. We don't know yet. So why would you think that you're automatically being deported if you don't have paperwork? You didn't listen to how you worded it out, did you? You told on yourself. Okay, buddy. Well, I'm going to work on my PC over here, get the rest of this done because I got fans coming in. Make sure we get this thing up and going and ready to go because I got things to do. I got people coming in on Monday to take a look at the new technology so we can transfer over to new contracts for the company. And Monday morning, we're going to contact ISIS first and have a conversation with them, send them over criminal reports that we have on you. And keep in mind, the conversation we'll have with them is the reason why we need to find out you're a citizen. We need to find out you're a citizen because we have to bring you to court. But the fact that you already made it like, oh, he's trying to deport me. No, we didn't say that. We said that we hope you have paperwork so I can prosecute you and throw you in jail. You automatically ran with it all being deported, which means at the end of the day, you told on yourself. But we'll see. Monday morning, we'll reach out and let them know. Of course, they're going to ask for all your information, which we do have. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. How do we get this out of here? I gotta change up that fan. Oh, by the way, documents coming on Monday. So it's already written down. We have it. We have the document to send to Mr. Fernando for $500,000. He made statements about our products being too dark and unwatchable, as always. And you claim to have the technology, which I want to see. It's also, we put some extra stuff in that document. We're requesting for our containers and the customer who you claim that you basically the item from. So if you don't have all that, there's extra penalties added onto that too also too. Now you're instructed to contact my email and send the signed document there. Don't worry about being notarized. It's already notarized the minute it comes over. So we're going to mail it out to you, certified. You're going to email it back to us. Since you want to go around making videos about people's products and making false accusations. And until then, while you're dealing with that, I'll contact immigration to make sure you're legit, so I can get all that taken care of. Because if you are real, I'm going to sue you with what you just did. $500,000 you will lose. And if you don't have that document signed within 3 days, it'll be a $2 million lawsuit. And I guarantee you, Mr. Fernando, if you thought the process servers that hit your door the first time were a nightmare, wait till you see the ones I just hired. Because they're going to basically tag you or your wife who walks out of that building. Because that's what I'm instructing them to do, and I can do that. And meanwhile, while they're taking care of that business, I'm going to hire a private investigator to track down your landlord. And we'll get you out of the building. So, got a lot going on for you Monday too, right? Government agency looking through your documents. Lawsuits coming up. Got to back up this nonsense you just said about our company. A lot going on for you. And you have not come on your account and proved that you have these documents, which again, we don't care. We're going to let the agency figure that out for us. But I would think that somebody at the end of the day would try to back that up. In fact, you haven't seen in the last couple of days what it tells us right there. Well, Mr. Fernando, short-lived, right? Well, let me tell you something. I know people who work in deportation. I do. I told you I know a lot of people. A lot of interesting people. And they're saying the same thing too. They've been to your channel and they find it kind of odd that you're not posting any information on this. And you can call it racist all you want. We got the criminal record charges and everything on you. We're good. How did that get stuck in there like that? Nothing is in there, and the glue in there? Let me see. I told you it's going to catch up to you, didn't I? I sat there and told you on camera that all the dirt you do to us is going to catch up to you, didn't I? Ah, finally got that thing under. She was Louise. The freak. All right. So I know you tried to basically damage my company's name. It doesn't work, Fernando. Screen's sitting right there behind me, and I have people come in that's scheduled to see that technology. They know what you are. They know everything about you. They know you're a troll. You are jealous about my company's technology. And your product will never get contracted. People don't buy it. People want nothing to do with it. And you're just mad because at the end of the day, you don't have anything. I noticed you didn't talk about our metal technology we have over here, visible technology. Because again, like I said, you don't talk about things you don't understand. You're jealous because no one is taking your product seriously. That's what you're mad about. I'm going to be contracted pretty soon, Mr. Fernando. I'm going to make a lot of money. You, on the other hand, are going to get hunted. You're going to have an agency digging through everything on you. And unfortunately for you, your address is public domain. It's out there. So it won't be hard for them to find you. And when they get back to me, unlike you, we don't have to put fake information in. All my information's in. They're going to know who I am, where I'm at, everything we have on you, problems we had, everything to show that you've been a problem to us. They come back and tell me you're not documented. Well, you know what's going to happen after that. You have no one to blame but yourself. Can't get on YouTube and cry and say, hey, look, there's ICE agents at the door. There's a good I'm getting deported. You can't get mad. You can't blame anybody for that. You did it to yourself. What we're filing against you is called immigration violation. That charge is basically showing that you basically violated and attacked our company, committed crimes on United States soil by being an illegal immigrant. That's what you did. Now, a person who comes here and doesn't have paperwork, like I don't care, if they're caught by ISIS, they have an opportunity to come back. You won't. Ever. This is going to be pretty hard at the end of the day because consider the fact that you have family here that you won't see anymore unless they go over there to see you. Now you go ahead and cry on camera, but you remember when my document gets there, you remember to sign that document. Because remember, like I said, you're going to be sued on that too also. And also too, that document also too is going to be sent to immigration also too. Judge is going to get it. They're going to get it. We have it. Yeah. And it'll be posted to our website, the Blacklist, with your name and information attached to it, showing the video that you claim that this is how our products turned out, and that contract will be right there for everybody to read what's in it. Mine will be signed, dated, and sent to you, and it'll show. We'll have it word by word posted there, showing that you did not acknowledge it, like you didn't acknowledge the house paint you're supposed to be sending us, that you ignored it on every level whatsoever, and it'll be posted for all to see. See, what you have to understand is what's being filed against you with immigration is not where we're saying, hey, look, we got a suspicion that someone over there who doesn't have papers in the United States. That's not what's being filed against you. What's being filed against you is called immigration violation. It's being filed against you. We need to figure out whether or not you're real or not. You have the paperwork to stand trial. That's why I keep saying it over and over again. Because Fernando doesn't understand. He wants to make it about race. You make it about whatever you got to make it to about the end of the day. All I know is in the day, if your paperwork's not straight, you're leaving. And I guarantee you, with the pending charges we are going to file against you, we'll make sure you never can come back. Because that's the rule. Just like I said, if I go to a foreign country, just pick any one of them, and I decide to go over there and commit a crime, rob a bank, rape someone, burn someone's property to the ground, counterfeit, do whatever, what do you think will happen to me? I'll go to jail. What will happen after that? They may deport me back to the United States because they don't want me in their country anymore. There you go. That's what you did. That's exactly what you did. Now say I want to go back. Say I want to go back to Japan. But I can't. You know why? Because I committed crimes over there and they won't let me back in. That's what's going to happen to you. Now, say I am a Japanese citizen. That I was born there, or basically I have citizenship to be there. Then whatever charges that they have over there, I'm going to face that. So if they have a penalty for something that I did that's going to carry out to you getting 10 years of hard labor, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to get 10 years of hard labor because that's the law over there. You don't get to break the law, Mr. Fernando. You don't get to do whatever you want to do, and there's no consequences and break the law. You're going to pay consequences like everybody else on this planet. That's how it works. Not crying on your YouTube channel and screaming, oh, he's racist, he's attacking me, he wants to try to deport me. I didn't do anything wrong whatsoever. Well, if you didn't do anything wrong whatsoever, Mr. Fernando, when that document reaches your doorstep, we should have no problem getting your signature, right? And you should be the backup, a claim in court that you said about our products, right? All right, then. So let's see what happens. I know your heart right now has got to be pumping at 100 miles an hour right now. You're scared to death, and you should be. It's going to be pretty bad. Whether you are going through that process, or whether or not we drag you to a courtroom. Oh, look at that image. Now, all my stuff is tested. We go to court. I got batch numbers. All this stuff is batch number. This technology for you has a batch number on it. The only people who got this technology are companies, and they're the ones sitting on top of my desk. They're the only ones who have access to it right now. So how would you get this at the end of the day? And I know the people I sent this out to, and they never gave you anything. So what did you have there on your wall that you claimed that was supposed to be mine? Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to wait until that paperwork gets here. Because again, if you can back it up, you have no problem signing it. And if you don't sign it, Mr. Fernando, things are going to get very, very rough for you and your wife. Do you understand me? That process server will come there are relentless. They will come to your job. They will come to your church. Heck, even if you're in a hospital, they'll come to you. Do you understand? They are relentless. They're going to make sure you get that document 100%. And I gave order that I want to make sure it lands in you or her hand, your wife's hand. So she's going to be very upset that she can't carry about her normal life because there's a process server waiting to serve her because of you. And that's going to cause conflicts and problems in your little home at the end of the day. But meanwhile, you're still going to have to worry about whether or not they find what they find for us to make sure you're ready to stand trial. Because they find that you don't have that paperwork, Mr. Fernando, they will get past that gate. They will come up those stairs. They will knock on your door and let themselves be known, and you will be arrested that day. See, the thing about it, Mr. Fernando, it never dawned on me. It didn't. The first time when I filed for the process server to come to your front door, it never dawned on me that you didn't have documents. And again, we don't get that money back. I filed another lawsuit against you for defamation for when you posted my face and my sister's address for $175,000. Do I get that money back? We don't get the money if you're not a United States citizen. I don't get court fees back. Oh, there's money there. I filed against you with the CCB for copyright infringements. I paid $200 for that one, $60 for one fee, $40 for another, and I had to pay it again out of my own pocket. So I don't get that money back either if you're not a United States citizen. So what makes you think I'm going to drop $1,000 in federal court for my copyrights if you're not legit? So that's why we're being ordered to make sure we contact proper authorities to figure out who you are. Unfortunately for you, if they do find out you don't have paperwork, they're going to be at your front gate. That's what you did to yourself. I keep explaining to you, Mr. Fernando, you don't win in these games at the end of the day. They come with very serious consequences. Do you realize that? Every time you attack my company, it comes with an extremely serious consequence. You would think you would learn from now. So you decide which is better for you. 80 years in jail, and it's going to be probably much higher than that because, again, several people are suing you. Or, let's put it this way, spend the rest of your life in jail. That's what's going to happen to you. Or basically get deported. Which one you want? Now, keep in mind, this can go either way, and I'm going to tell you why. The copyrights. It involves the United States government, which means that they could keep you here and throw you in jail. And then later on, send you back over. Because there's a government involved in it. You know what I mean? It's different. You know what I mean? This may play out differently. So you may still have to serve like maybe 20 years or whatever time, and they might send them back over after they're done with them. A lot of things can happen in that whole situation. I'm watching my walk through the hand. I love watching these things. Jealousy, Mr. Fernando. You're jealous. Yes, you are. You're jealous of our products and everything we have done. That's why you've been talking the same trash, playing this same game about this whole black paint nonsense versus our product since seventh. Trying your hardest to try to destroy whatever we build. The problem is, Mr. Fernando, you just cross out your own fate. So, Monday morning, as I said before, I'm going to contact them first. We have all your information. We're going to submit all the information over to them so they can find out whether or not you're legit. You sit there and say, oh, he's attacking me. Oh, he's attacking me because he wants me. No, Mr. Fernando, you already know already. We've explained this before. What's going on? Everybody saw you violate my copyrights. Even you yourself found out my copyrights for real when you were trying to look up an LLC and copyright records, which I had no idea why you were over there to begin with. But if you're able to find my copyrights over there, right, then that means they must be real. So that means what you touched at the end of the day and you violated willfully multiple times were government copyrights, government documents. There you go. This is what makes it even more seriously with them at the end of the day, because they're government documents you were touching at the end of the day. And if they need to look you up, you're splattered all over the internet. And each one of those videos clearly shows that we did a thorough talk through by showing all the crimes you committed right there. What I say on camera, I don't say anything unless I can back it up. All those videos we shot can be used against you in court. You just ruin your life at the end of the day. No, you're going to go to jail anyway. That's what was going to happen. He's going to go to jail. He's a copyright in federal court. He's going to go to jail. He definitely was going to jail. There's no way around that. My family's going to file charges against him for attacking their address and carrying on. He's going to jail. So, either way it's going. But, keep in mind, that process probably would have taken some time. But this time now it's going to be sped up because immigration's involved in this now. Because you're going to dig through your stuff quick and fast. The minute we go over and call, it's going to activate a file on you. They're going to start going through your stuff extremely fast to see if you're documented. Yeah. And don't bring your people into this because the people I know don't even like you. Again, you make them look bad. And you got people trying their hardest to become United States citizens to live the American dream. Now, would I say on camera that, oh, I feel that all Mexicans shouldn't have that right? Because we had one of them attack us. We had one of them do the very same thing that they accused him of doing. You're lucky I'm not a Trump supporter because, man, like I said, I could use that to do a lot of damage. But like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter, and I can't stand him at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I said before that I was against the wall when he first started building it. I supported more of you, for your people at the end of the day of basically announcing on my YouTube channel multiple times how I couldn't stand the wall and how I hated it and how I felt in the day that anyone should be allowed in the country. They should have that right. For anyone to make any statement saying that they don't belong here because they're criminals, oh, so American citizens aren't criminals either? Oh, we're supposed to be clean? No. We do damage too, we do stuff too. You can't blame an entire race of people. You can only blame those bad apples within that race, and every race has them. Mr. Fernando, you are one of those people. you make your people look bad. Because that's the bad things you're saying about your people. They're saying that they don't want them in the country because they're robbers, they're thieves, they will not respect the laws of the United States. And that's what you have. That's what you're doing right now. So you make them look bad. If anything, they should be protesting you. You give ammunition to people at the end of the day that want them out of the country. That's what you do. By giving Mexicans a bad name. And I got friends of mine, again, like I said, 100% Mexican, cool people, love me at the end of the day. They want to punch you in the face. Because you make them look bad. It's just like when I see a black guy who, on TikTok, and he's doing really good. He's out there and he's getting all those good numbers and he's doing really good. And then he does something really stupid, like eat his chicken with his eyes all buck wide open and, you know, just making these smacking noises and stuff and doing this little dance around people that may look at him in that way. It pushes everything we do back. And that's why people put in the comment, like, man, you're really... your black card is revoked. That's literally where that comes from. We see your black card is revoked because you're not a part of our people anymore. You make us look bad. So that's what you do to your people. You make them look bad. And I don't believe, at the end of the day, like I said, we don't judge all Mexicans because of Fernando. We just judge Fernando because that's what Fernando is. Fernando makes his people look bad. And you do. You will attack anyone at the end of the day. Like I said, we had someone who was doing beta testing for us, and he was showing a lot of videos, a very nice person, and Fernando attacked him multiple times. You're just a dirty, despiteful, sneaky, slimy human being. And I'm going to be the one, Mr. Fernando, to crush you at the end of the day. Do you understand that? So come Monday morning, I will be making a call first thing in the morning to immigration to figure out if you are legal in the United States. And if you are, I'm going to spend a lot of money to make sure we can drag your behind into a courtroom and make you extremely uncomfortable. Watching you squirm and choke on that dry saliva, watching your legs constantly jump up and down because you're terrified because you're in an environment you have no control. No hiding behind YouTube, no hiding behind the camera. You're going to be out in the open for all to see. And when we get done with you, we're going to splatter your court documents everywhere because I'm going to make them public domain so anyone can go in and read exactly what happened to you. When we get you on the stand, I'm going to really twist those screws in. I'm going to ask you all the questions that you don't want to answer. That's what's going to happen to you if we find out that you're a citizen. And when we're done with you, Fernando, I'm going to make sure you're thrown in jail for a very long time. The next time I see you, you're going to be in a jumpsuit with a lot of gray hair. And I'm going to prosecute you again for more stuff. Because we have enough stuff on you to drag you in and out of court over and over again for the multiple charges that will be filing against you. There'll be no end to it. So, you figure it out. Ah, bad people mess their lives up. See that? This man at one point going to Comic-Con with his family and going to Disney World and all that stuff. And now look what he's left with now. Imagine the thought process that's going through his brain right now. What he's thinking. There's no way out of this situation. It's a damn you do and damn if you don't scenario. There's no way out. But you made it for yourself. You made that wall for yourself. I think the problem is, Fernando, you've been doing this stuff for a very long time. Like I said, I think you've been doing this dirty stuff to a lot of people for a very long time and getting away with it. Because who else in the right mind would touch a government document copyright multiple times like he did? And then keep doing it over and over again like he thinks nothing's going to happen to him. Unless you feel that you're untouchable. Fernando, I've been to court multiple times. I've sued a lot of people for doing dumb stuff to my company. And I'm going to tell you right now, in that courtroom, you're going to wish you had a heart attack. That's how bad it gets in there. It's really, really bad situation to be in. It's so bad that people have literally taken cyanide pills. Yeah, this guy did actually. He was facing a lot of time in jail. a cyanide pill and killed himself. It's a really nightmarish to go through that. I did it. Did it for a couple of years. It's very scary. You don't know what your fate's going to be. You're sitting there watching all these people and they're deciding the fate of your life. You go back to a place that you hate so much, and the only time that you get a chance to get away from that place, which is prison or jail that you hate so much, is being in a courtroom being judged about how long you're going to stay in the place that you hate so much. That's what you're going to go through. It's if you're a citizen. You have no one to blame but yourself. Remember that. Don't go out and on YouTube and cry and whine. It's everybody else's fault. No one told you to touch copyrights that didn't belong to you, or dox people's addresses, or make death threats and all the other stuff you were doing. No one told you to do that but you. I kind of told you something, didn't I? I said in 2025, what did I say in that garage? I said that in 2024, when we reach 2025, it is going to be an absolute nightmare for some people. Didn't I say that? It will explain a lot of things. They come back and they tell us it's not documented. It will explain a lot of things. It will. I'm looking at something real quick. I'm trying to figure out how the heck they did this with a laser. I gotta get a laser projector. I got to. I'll pick up just a laser, period. I need to get some kind of laser projector I gotta go pick something up. Not for videos, for holograms. I gotta pick one up. It's a different type of laser projector. I need to go buy one. Problem, Mr. Fernando? Fernando doesn't like freedom. He doesn't. He doesn't like it. He hates it. How would you explain it? He doesn't value it. He doesn't appreciate it. He doesn't value it. You don't respect this country, Mr. Fernando. You don't. Perjury on government documents. Copyright violated. Trademark violations. You don't have any respect for this country. You take whatever you want. And you blame everybody. If something happens to you, it's everybody else's fault. But you take whatever you want. That's your attitude. Good citizens and Mexican immigrants that are trying to come here and do something positive, you make them look bad. Like I said, it's like if you have an apartment complex and you don't have a lot of African Americans in there, and you get an African American that gets in there, and he cuts up, carries on, has parties, fights, all kinds of stuff goes on in this place. You know what that does for the rest of us? That basically gives us less of a chance of getting access into one of those real nice buildings. Now, say one goes in there, real respectful, you know what I mean, follows all the guidelines, you know what I mean, all around, does a fantastic job. It basically makes it great for one of us to be able to get into that establishment. Because he actually seen at the end of the day that, hey, look, I'm in a situation, in a place where I can basically make a pathway for African Americans like me to be able to enjoy this kind of life. You did the opposite of that. Like when I watched the history of my people going to schools where they were hated, spit on, beaten, all kinds of stuff that were done to them. Did they come back with a gun and shoot the entire place up and just carry it on? No, they didn't do any of that whatsoever. The peaceful protests, that's what they did. They went through a lot of abuse and went through peaceful protests. That right there allowed people to see that we are not the violent people that people claim our race to be. We are going to have people within our race that are going to be violent. Yes, that's every race at the end of the day. Every race is going to have a peaceful side of that race, and you're going to have people that are just going to be violent in the day. They're just going to basically make it look bad for the other people that are trying to do something great. And that's what you are, Mr. Fernando. You're a cancer at the end of the day. You make your people look bad. If you feel my accusations are wrong, I've said this multiple times to him since 2 years ago. I've been making this statement. We met with fake lawyers, fake landlords, stuff like that, because he does all the scams at the end of the day. If I'm this person that you said that I'm supposed to be, as I said before, right? Get a lawyer and contact me. But you don't do that. You get these fake attorneys at the end of the day, because you did talk to an attorney. Pretty sure you had a conversation with them to get me to stop talking about suing you for copyrights. And what did that attorney tell you? Well, Mr. Fernando, if his copyrights are real, then you're going to go to jail. And depending on how many times you touch the copyrights, is how much money and how long you're going to stay in jail. Because if that wasn't true, Mr. Fernando, you could have literally got if my copyrights weren't real, you could have got an attorney to file a cease and desist order against me to stop talking about this. And if I didn't listen, you could have filed a lawsuit against me. But you can't, because my documents are real. That's why you can't do anything about anything I say. As long as I can back up what you did, you can't do anything about it. The fact that a process server, again, was at your door, copyrights are real. Because again, the CCP can't process copyrights unless actually they're real. If not, you'll have a witch hunt. You can make anything you want. Like, hey, that guy over there touched my copyrights, and they file it, and they have a process server go to the door, drag that guy into court, sue him, and probably throw him in jail. That's why they have to be real, that to be registered. And not only that, to be registered, you have to show substantial evidence that they touched them without your permission. And there was literally so much overwhelming evidence that that process server was at your door. Go talk to a lawyer about that. If a process server shows up at my door to serve me for court, does that mean there's enough evidence to file? And they'll tell you yes. That's why he's there, to get you ready for court. To let you know there's a summit for you, letting you know there's enough evidence for you to stand trial, and this is why I'm here. The post is on the board to let you know. Well, time is getting shorter, Mr. Fernando. Pretty soon. Sunday already? I think it is Sunday already. Let me see. You don't have much time left. It's 1 o'clock, Mr. Fernando. It's Sunday. Count every day as if it's going to be your last. Because it is going to be your last. Today is going to be March the 2nd. Remember this. I'm going to remember this day forever. Monday morning we begin. And the first person, like I said, immigration. See? Life is short. It is. It's short. Freedom can be taken from you just like that. You don't have to have it. It's a blessing to have freedom at the end of the day. To me, to make choices and have options. Those are blessings at the end of the day. You have taken those blessings for granted. You have. Oh, I just wanted to have that game. I remember watching that video. It's called Fish Boy. I told you about this kid that got himself in a lot of trouble. Young, carrying on, acting up, do what he wanted to do. This is way back, way back. Mind you, because he robbed a photo hut. Remember photo huts back in the day? He robbed a photo with a toy gun. I thought it'd be funny to walk into a photo hut and point a gun at a bunch of people who didn't know it was fake and thought it was real and scare some people. And even sexually harass a woman that was in there that he liked it. And he felt this was an only way he can get a chance to touch her. He got locked up. And he got put into a um, a, a population for men. That's where he was at. They're in the process of certifying him as an adult. Now, he thinks he's going to camp, because, he's going to camp. He's a kid who's got in a lot of trouble. But when he meets the guy who's signing his documents for court, it's brutal. And this guy tells him from the door that, look, I think you're a piece of trash at the end of the day because you took your freedom for granted. You could have done anything you want to do, but you chose to walk into a photo hut with a fake gun and torment these people who thought they were going to die and sexually molest touch this woman at the end of the day. And you thought that was funny. And the guy's going, no, I didn't think it was funny, so, blah, 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 blah. He's nervous. And the guy's asking him some really jacked up questions like, you ever have sex with a man? You're this, that. Because he's telling him this is what's going to happen to you. You're not going to juvie. You're going to an adult prison where there is a great chance a guy like you, not built, smooth looking, no facial hair, nothing like that, like a woman. It's going to happen to you. Whether you like it or not. You have nothing out of this. You're part of a gang? Yes, and you're part of a gang? Yeah, no gangs, you got nothing whatsoever, nothing that stop anything. Not a thing. He said, well, you're fair game for everybody. That's what's going to happen. He explains what's going to happen. And the guy's like, wow, you have no remorse about what I'm about to go through. He said, well, you had no remorse for what you did to those people. Why would I have remorse for you? There's two sides of that story. I found the other one. The other one's horrible. It's a true story what happened to this guy in prison. It is. I can't mention it on camera. You have to find it for yourself on YouTube. It's not. It was so graphic. It's not they can't show pictures on this. It's a guy explaining the story of what happened to this kid who got sent and got certified as an adult. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Worst thing I've ever heard. It's horrible. But that's what happened to him. Don't respect the freedom, Mr. Fernando. Don't respect the freedom. That kid could have went to school, graduated, got into college, got into trade school, joined the military. He had multiple options. And he spent his life in a man's prison getting used and raped and sold. That's what happened to him in that place. Yeah. Never seen the back suburban streets of Japan. That's pretty cool. So, you felt the need to take my blessing that I got from the Lord, go on YouTube, and try to make it look bad. And look at the outcome of it now. Now, if you're going to sit there and say, oh, you're not a Christian because you're contacting immigration, we told you why we have to contact immigration. We told you that multiple times. Stop crying about it. Take it like a man. There's a reason why we have to contact them. But you're going to pay me my court costs. You're paying my court costs to prosecute you. You're going to give me $1,000, take you to federal court and file against you. So that way, if we find out, and they find out at the end of the day that you basically don't have papers and they send you back, then you're going to give back my money. Oh, you're not going to give me back my money, are you? Okay, then. And guess what I have to do? There you go. My family's sitting there saying, what the freak is he crying about? Let me get this straight. He goes on, commits crimes against your company, and he's mad at you because you got to go to immigration to find out whether he's legit or not to stand trial. And this is going to cost you money at the end of the day that he's not going to pay to you. He lost his freaking mind. That's what they said. Now again, Mr. Fernando, I'm tired of this. We want you to have citizenship. We do. I don't want you deported. I want you here with me so I can throw your butt in jail. That's what I want. I want you to go through the prison system. I want you to know what it's like to really go through hell at the end of the day. And it is hell in there. I know. I spent some time in there. The difference between you, Mr. Fernando, and me was I was protected by the very same people that you basically ticked off. Imagine the connections they have at the end of the day that I can be in a system for that long and not be touched. And you tick those people off. By mentioning their names on YouTube And you didn't have permission to do that. They don't even know you. But they are going to find out who you are. But if you get deported, well, then you're out of that. We want you here. I'm hoping that when we contact them, they tell us that you are a United States citizen, because if you are, Mr. Fernando, if you are, you and your wife can't leave that building, because I'll have a process server. Every process server I file is going to be told to serve anyone in that building that comes out. Anyone that comes out of apartment E, just serve them. I don't care if you have to go to their job. I don't have to care if you have to go to their church. Wherever you got to go, anywhere, you serve them. I'll give you a bonus if you can get them. I want you to, what it feels to be hunted. And then when they finally get you served, and they will, they'll get it done, we'll reach out to your landlord. And now you're going to face an eviction notice, because now your landlord's in trouble. And then the perjury is going to pop up, because again, I told you, your name is sitting on this building. So if he sits there and says, well, I don't have any control of my tenants, and you got a problem there, buddy, because his LLC is sitting on top of your building. So we sue him, we sue you. So this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get him out of that building, and you're going to have to get that LLC removed. But until then, we're going to do an investigation on you. And if you want us to go away, you're going to have to pay us. And that's what he's going to have to do. Go to arbitration, go before court, and he's going to agree to what we're agreeing to. Or we can make things extremely bad for him, because, again, your LLC is sitting on his building. Therefore, he can't use the line, hey, I have nothing to do with my tenants. My tenants do crazy stuff at the end of the day. How am I responsible for this? Yeah, but his LLC is on the building. Now, unless his landlord's going to throw him under a bus and say, hey, I never gave him permission. He just used it without my permission. Then, Mr. Fernando, you're in trouble. Again, he's still going to get sued because your name is up there. And then, digging around, again, as I said before, the perjury charges are going to pop up, because we're going to make sure they pop up. I want to make sure they pop up, because we're going to give them documents showing that not only is your LLC on its building, but it has a due date missing, which means pretty soon he's going to be charged for perjury. And he's really going to want you off that building badly, because he doesn't want to be a part of that nightmare. A lot of pressure. Now, right now, is Fernando under pressure right now? Oh, yeah, he is. Because Monday morning is going to be here pretty soon, and you got to figure out what's going to happen to you first. Have I not been telling you this for the longest time? This is going to be bad. It's sad, Fernando, that I have to go to these people and make this phone call. What is wrong with you? Are you mental? Like, what is really wrong with you at the end of the day? I can easily get you a 302, you know, that psychiatric evaluation. You don't want to go in a place like that. A place like that will fill you with all kinds of bad medication. It'll twist your mind up pretty bad. You won't be the same coming out if you do get out. They can keep you in there for a very long time. Get one of those things on your records, no one will touch you with a 10-foot pole. So, what's wrong with you? Well, neither here nor there, Mr. Fernando. Monday morning, if you are who you are, immigration is going to send you a letter to your address. Or, they might not say anything at all, they might just show up. And they have to do this, because we have to dig in, like I said, to figure out whether or not you're legit. I said this 1,000 times on camera. It's the only reason why they're going to come, because we have to do this. Can't let you get away with what you did to me. I was told to follow and go forth, and that's what I'm doing. Now, I want you to take this as a joke. That's what I want you to do, because that's what you do. You believe that nothing's going to happen to you. But I think you do believe, because, you know, you do stuff and you erase it really quick to get rid of it, because you want to show you're tough, but then you're scared at the end of the day. Remember what you said on camera? Moving on to bigger and better things. And now you got this to deal with. Just walking out there at nighttime with a camera. You got that. Well, I guess it's this area. You should know. What is that? How much chain fix yet? I got that for. Okay, yeah, start working. Okay, cool. All right, it's late. I got some business I got to take care of. Just to let you know, if I keep talking about something, Mr. Fernando, it's because it's going to be really bad for you. That's why. I don't talk to you because I'm taunting you on how bad this is going to be for you. I feel sad for you because it's going to be that bad. You messed up, man. You messed up so badly. You always mess up. You always constantly mess up so badly. But this is really bad. 49 years old. That's what he is. 49 years old. You were born what? November the 11th, 1976. That's, you have the 1176. That's what that stands for. No. You probably think that, oh, he's doing this because he's mad at me because of what I did. No, again, you attacked my company. I've got to take you to court. It's all part of life. That's how it works. You're a child at the end of the day. If, Mr. Fernando, if I was mad at you at the end of the day, things would go south extremely quick with a phone call. Quickly with a phone call. If I hated you at the end of the day, I can contact them. I know you don't got paperwork. I know. I know things at the end of the day. I know a lot of things. More things than you think I know. I know a lot of things about you. You'd be surprised how much I know about you. Your school, where you went to school at, all that stuff. I had background checks done on you a long time ago. I know a lot about you. One of the things you got to know is when you're faced with an enemy, the important thing is to know as much about them as you possibly can. And I know a lot about you. So I know already from the door. I can't make that accusation because, again, they get me in a lot of trouble. By following the document, I have to have an agency do that for me. That's why we contact immigration. And immigration will come in and they'll get the document and they have a legit certified document showing it's da-da-da-da-da-da. And again, we can go from there. I know a lot about you. If that was the case, I could have called a long time ago and had that taken care of. Easily. So it's not about revenge. It has nothing to do with that. You broke the law and you got to pay for it. Just like when I got in trouble and I broke the law, I had to pay for it. Unlike you, I'm not a woman like you. You don't cry. I know I was facing a lot of jail time. Did I blame anybody? Nah, it's my fault. I did it. I did a stupid act and I had to pay for it and I paid for it. I did my time. You, on the other hand, you're a crybaby. Never learned anything whatsoever. Well, Lord's tired of this. I'm tired of this. And Monday morning, we're putting it to rest. Okay. Does he have the other one right here? And that's for your hard work of trying to tell people at the end of the day that your gray screen paint overpowers a black screen. Please, Fernando, I have so many people who have this screen paint. It's not even funny. My business clients that come here see this technology, see this every single day, and freaking love this technology at the end of the day. They have gray screens. They don't work. That's why they're in here working with us. You don't stop anything at the end of the day. At all, period. My customers right now that are sitting back enjoying the technology that we've provided for them, they bought from us, your demonstrations, and they laugh at you because they know you're jealous. So you don't take anything from me. Have you ever taken anything from me, Fernando? What did I say on camera? I sat there and said in front of everybody on YouTube, if I'm all these things I'm supposed to be, may my company go under. Did my company go under? No. What happened to you? Things have gotten much worse now. A lot worse. All right, well, you lost your freedom, buddy. I'm stand my system up, call my lift, get back to the home front. Got a package that just came in for something cool I want to play around with. Get back and come back here. I got to help a few people out with a few things. Monday morning, take care of business as we're going to. And then from there, that's the end of it. I'm going to let you know something, Mr. Fernando, and you already know the answer to this. I know it too. But when they contact me back, letting me know what I need to know, we're not going to announce it on YouTube. He already knows and I know. That's all that matters. He'll go and he'll tell you what happens to him. I'm pretty sure he will. Whatever agency pops up at that door, he will tell you what happened to him. Until then, while all that's going on, look out for my letter because it's coming. I'm sending it tomorrow. Monday. What are you afraid of, Mr. Fernando? You don't have $500,000 laying around. You did make a statement about my product, right? So, you're just going to have to back that up. Sign the document. That's all you got to do. And I'll see you in court. If you make it to court. Yeah, what I want to do. Oh, okay, yeah, we got to get out of here. I got to find me a RetroPie. I literally got to order me a RetroPie TV wall stand. Let's see. Sad thing, this summer, everybody's going to have a happy summer. People are going to be going out and going to parks and doing this and doing that and spending time having fun. And you, on the other hand, well, I'm not going to say it, but we all both know from the door. You know already what's going to happen. So, anybody was going to say, hey, he's being racist because he's got immigration involved? No. Immigration's involved because we need to find out whether he has paperwork or not so we can continue to file the rest of our charges, which I need to do. And we need to make sure all those charges are filed before our statute of limitations, so that's why they need to get on the case as fast as possible and figure out what you are. But I think me and you both know already. But you'll tell them, won't you? Or, if your YouTube channel is not there anymore, and you're not there anymore, then we already know. Really? Is this the one? You gotta take this thing out and repair it, the whole thing. I think it's... Yeah, you got a whole bunch of stuff around here. How did you get this around the unit? I'm gonna have to pull all that out. I'll probably get a filter to redo that. That's what I have to do. This guy's smoking at my time. Why is he doing this? Oh, okay. All right, now, just real quick, statement that I made about basically selling to another company, I am. That's definitely going to happen, 100%. I'm getting what my technology is worth, and I am. How many screens are going to be available for companies and customers? We don't even know, to tell you the truth. I do know one thing. I know at the end of the year, I'm going company only. I can tell you that much. How come that thing's not on? Okay. Leave it on? No, we're not. bars all the way up. I didn't get a chance to play around with my screen yet. So busy taking care of this freaking nut job at the end of the day, I didn't get a chance to play with my new screen. My new aluminum screen. Yep. Oh, just to let you know, it's not available for customers. Only for companies on it. We're designed for. Only for them. Because the only one that's going to utilize the technology, it's going to use for most of our advertising. It's going to use it for. Yeah, that whole advertising thing I told you with ad tech, all that stuff going to be engineering, that's all for companies. Let me see. I freaking love this screen. I didn't get a chance to play with it yet. Let me see. Built this thing yesterday. Didn't even get a chance to play with it yet. Because we had to deal with some nonsense from a jealous egghead who's mad at the end of the day because our products are better. I already got the emails already. Oh, you're selling out. Oh, that's not right. That's wrong. It's not wrong. It's my technology at the end of the day. We did offer it, did we not? Whose fault is that? It's not my problem. Don't cry to me about it. I don't want to hear it. We gave you the opportunity. You should have took it. My customers took the opportunity. People that were smart enough to take advantage of our technology, they had it. I don't know what you're going to do. By the end of this year, all our stuff is going to be developed for companies. We don't even know if they're going to distributorship. If they do distributorship, then you get it. If they don't, then guess what? You don't get it. And if you sit there and say at the end of the day, well, you got, what? At the end of the day, what? Do you see that screen over there? See how beautiful that thing looks at the end of the day? Your screens can't do that. That's what we've been telling you for years. I can operate in fully lit environments. Your projectors don't run in those environments. They don't work. That's why you contact us. Now the problem you have is we're not interested anymore. We're only interested in companies. That's it. And if you have the money, you still can't afford to get it because we won't sell it to you. We only deal with companies. That's what we're getting ready for. What do you think this whole entire establishment was built for in here? This is not designed for customers. It's designed for companies. We were getting ready for this a long time ago. I told you it was coming. What do you think we sat here and built all this stuff for in here? We told you it was coming. And y'all had all that time to take advantage of that technology. You did nothing with it. Oh, we did nothing with it, so we made plenty of money. We just gave the opportunity. You'd rather have that junk paint, so that's what you have. You have that junk paint. That's what you have. A product that we can crush on so many levels is not even funny. And keep in mind, he can't even sign that $500,000 contract when it hits over there because he can't back up what he said. Ah, that's what you basically invested in, right? Good luck on that. I type in 100,000 lux, direct sunlight, and guess what pops up? Me. Because there's no screen that has that power right now. So I've already gotten the backlash of people going, oh, that's not fair, and I thought you were supposed to be even the playing field. Well, you don't support my company, do you? Then you don't get. You figured out what you got to do. It's not my problem. My technology has developed light years. We have so much stuff, it's not even funny. Look at that. We got aluminum technology over here. We have technology with black technology. We can transfer through screens. We're covered for everything. If I decide that I don't want to do home theater anymore and I strictly want to go into the field of advertising, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry, we have the technology to do it. If ad tech gives me enough promise where I see, and we know we're going to make incredible revenue with ad tech, then I'm not coming back to home theater because the money's going to be in advertising. We can make a ton of money doing that. I'm very happy with that. So you get people get mad and send me emails and say, oh, it's not right, so-and-so, this, that, and the other. Well, guess what? You don't support me, you don't get our technology. That's how that works. But right now, what I have right now, for what I see, what we can get paid through companies, I'm not interested anymore. Now, for those who think at the end of the day we're doing it because of him, no. He's going to get crushed Monday morning. What do we freaking care? He might not be here anymore. In two different ways. He's going to have paperwork, he's getting deported. And if he does that paperwork, he's going to jail forever. He's never going to get out. So again, we don't care about that. We're done with him. He's finished. Now, he doesn't have a website. You can't say anything, can you? He doesn't have anything. At all, period. All his products are scammed. He's been outed. Can't back anything up. He's done. He's finished. What, the other one? His website's been dead. There's no activity on that site. We can go to a site and type in his domain. This is something called a web traffic checker. It'll bring up how much traffic actually flows on his site. It's dead. He hasn't updated, made a new product, nothing whatsoever. He was never in the game to begin with. He was just in the game to try to taunt me at the end of the day, which didn't go too well. And then I'm getting a trophy out for him. I got his cancellations, moving $12 million or more people out of Pennsylvania, which is documented to our blacklist. Even me contacted him, asking about gaining range, but he could not reply back. So he's been embarrassed. He's done. All right then. And everybody else, we have enough evidence to lock him up. Mr. Williams got a very interesting package coming to him, and we're going to send it to that building. I want to make sure the managers of that building, we know who they are, we're going to send them that nice certified package. Now, because it's certified and has his name on it, they can't touch it. They have to give it to him. Only he can sign for it. We're going to send another one to them, and it's going to be for them. And they're going to open up that letter, and they're going to see all the stuff and trouble he's been causing. And that means at the end of the day, the program that he's in, he's going to be terminated. He's going to have to go. Well, that doesn't look well, does it? All right, then. Let's go over here and play the screen. Now, people may sit there and say, well, unsubscribe. Knock yourself out. Unsubscribe. We don't care. What you need to do? We need are you kidding me? Really? Did you ever hear me on the channel ever say, like and subscribe? Like and subscribe. You never heard me say it, right? Not one time I've ever said it on camera. Whenever I've ever said it. Not one time. You know what YouTube was designed for when we got it? Advertisement. That's all it was for. Now, in any demonstration you watch out of the 12,000 that I've made, I've never asked anyone to like and subscribe. No one. You can all leave. I don't care. You have to understand the situation we're in now. If I was on YouTube and we had to use YouTube to get where we need to go, which would be here, because this is where the money's at, then we would use YouTube for that purpose. But YouTube was designed for advertising, to be able to advertise our technology to show that we could back our products at 100%. And it worked. Because now I'm in an office out here where I can have people come to here that have big contracts, big companies, look at that technology and get us contracts. Investors, that they can come here and see that. In a business surrounded environment. Not like in a home or garage. And because we can back our technology at 100% on every single level because we did all the testing, that's why we can do it. When other people can't do it, because they return the money back to us, because they can't back their own stuff up. And if you return your money back to me and put it back into my banking account, but you can't back it up to me, you can't back it up to people that are going to come see that screen every day. So we're done. We achieved already. That's what the guy was telling me at the end of the day. He said, what you fussing about some YouTube dumb nonsense at the end of the day? You freaking can't. You got investors coming in to look at your technology. You're going to make a ton of money. Yeah. We're done. So you can sit there and say, I'll unsubscribe. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Don't care. You can sit there and say, we don't keep. I don't care. For the 5 or 10 or 20 orders that you don't give me, I can have somebody walk in here and give me orders for 80,000 gallons easily for that technology. It sits right there in the environment that they're using an expensive high-end projector on a white screen that won't even register in the environment, and we can get this thing to run in a fully lit environment projector I paid $50 for. I can get 3,000 gallons. I can get 80,000. I can get 80,000, 80 gallons. I can get a lot of money. And I can get more money for it too. Because there's nothing like it anywhere. Every screen we encounter is a white screen. So with that being said, that makes my technology worth a lot of money. And ad tech, you've seen that thing. You said dual halo system on both sides can easily eat through that and produce an image with no problem. Oh, this technology, as he claimed, Mr. Fernando said that when it came up so dark, can eat through a halo system of 12,000 K in lights. My document gets here soon, Mr. Fernando. Monday morning, we send that to you. Make sure you sign that document. Since you want to back that up. But anyway, yeah. I got big plans. I got things I want to do. Now, I am planning still to take my money and help other people out. I'm definitely doing that. That's what I want to do. But as for basically making screen paint products to level the playing field, we don't care anymore. I'm in it to make money now. Just sell my product for what we want to sell it for, and that's what we're going to do. And I got somebody coming on board. A few people coming on board have been trying to get me to do this for the longest time. I've been telling them no. And I want to get what my product is worth. So all you nickel and dimers out there that want to sit there and go, oh, you know, your product should be worth $60. Oh, go bite me. Go buy $16 paint. Go ahead. Go buy white paint. Do your screen. I don't care. Anything you buy, we can crush it. Ooh, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I got a laser projector coming in to hit an aluminum technology with that coating sitting on top of it. Do you have any idea how beautiful that's going to look? That's going to be a $20,000 screen. This is how I see it, people. Big companies make a lot of money for the technology. Daylight has a $7,000 screen, right? We can beat their $7,000 screen. So how come my technology is not $7,000 or more? Because I can beat their screen easily. Why should I be getting $500 for my product? And the guy was right when he said that. Why are you getting $500 for your product? These guys are sitting there crying about your products being $500 when they don't have anything to compare to your technology. This is what I'm being told. So they have the opportunity to have a technology that can pay $1,000 screen, and they're unhappy with it. Why deal with people like that? You come over here with us, we can bring a clientele that will appreciate your technology and give you far more than what your technology is worth. There you go. It caught my attention. You thought you said it wasn't about money. It is about money. Business. About money. It's business. And you come back and say, well, you say I thought money was going to... Money doesn't control me. But I am going to make a lot of it. I forgot I had money in my drawer. I don't have money in my drawer. Not even know I have money in my drawer. Yeah. Excuse me. So, I'm tired of proving myself here. Because any other platform, we don't have that problem. Facebook, whatever, we don't have that issue. We only have it here on YouTube. You know, we back our products on every level, not satisfied. We prove our stuff, not satisfied. We give you the best technology, not satisfied. So now, if you want my product, you're going to have to dig deep to get it. And if you think at the end of the day that you're going to come to me and say, hey, you go ahead, I'll crush your screen quick and fast and think nothing of it. I got a technology I'm engineered just to destroy stuff. We had one. It was called a legendary Spartan. Somebody was so scared of it, they canceled 12 million people from the state of Pennsylvania for a Spartan technology that we never even showed the screen. That's how scared they were. So go ahead. Beckon at my front door some dumb, untested, weak product, and I'll destroy it and go about my business and make my money. As a matter of fact, I'll make that a reputation of ours. Destroy whatever comes in. Well, you shouldn't make a screen paint for just destroying other screens. Oh, that'd be so much fun, though. It does bring back the fun, though. I do miss that. Okay. This is what we're going to do. That gray and black paint that Crow has, that's going to be a new product now for testing gray screens against our product. I'm going to pick up some black paint tomorrow. We got some white there. We're going to make that product. 2 tablespoons of black paint into a quart. We're going to make it our own Crow screen paint product, and we're going to put it against everything we have in here for fun. It's your product, right? Feel free to do the challenge we told you to do 4 years ago of making that paint and putting it against your product, which you've refused to do. But I'm going to make it over here. Since it's free and we can make it, it's right there, right? We're going to make it. Now, other guys are free because he canceled the state, so we already know that from the door. We don't care about him. This product's going to work anyway. Here we go. What's this? How much money this costs? How much money do you think this screen costs? It's a lot of money. How much do you think one of those screens costs? Say you want to get one of those screens roughly in 120 inches. How much money do you think that's going to cost you? A lot of money, right? That's a daylight screen. It has a 0.8 gain on it. It's a very good technology. I know, I've tested against gray paints. They can't measure up to it. All right, so let me see here. Now, when I go to different forum sites, sorry, YouTube, you don't give us that credibility because you're too busy hating on our stuff. But when we give you that credibility, you're not saying all of them. I do got some people on here that do support our technology. I do appreciate you at the end of the day. But the rest of you know you don't. You're mad at us at the end of the day. And the reason why you're mad at us is because your products suck. How about you do this? I'll give you 2 months to make something to go against one of my screens. An ad tech that can absorb sunlight. 2 months. Anybody. I'll literally post it on our website. Anybody. I don't care where you live at in the world. Anybody. Any takers. Now, mind you, there's penalties behind these things. You already know that. We get penalties. If you lose your money, a lot of money. So you're willing to take that chance to go against one of these screens. My investors love it when I talk like this. They really do. Are you willing? Let's make it up to 100 grand. You can't. There you go. So that tells you right there. And that's what gave you not technology you should have took advantage of. Seth on camera most of the time says, I'm tired of this freaking game at the end of the day. It's nothing to do with Jamie, keep in mind. No, Jamie's already taken care of. We're good to go with that. We're happy about our decision, what's going to happen on Monday. Now, you naysayers can sit there and say, oh, he does this rant about this, that, and the other. I can back myself up on every level whatsoever. I make more money than you. I know your finances, because before we sue you, we have to find out how much money you're worth. So I know how much money you're worth. And you don't make enough to pay my lawsuits. So that's going to be a problem at the end of the day. Because when I sue you, where are you going to get that money from? You don't have it. I'm trying to figure out how much money I can get out of you. Because you're going to owe me at the end of the day. So somehow you're going to have to pay me something. I don't care if it's 100 grand, 200 grand, 1,000. If I got to sell your house, sell your cars, freeze your banking accounts, whatever got to be done. Take your income tax, garnish your income pay. I don't care what it is. You're going to pay me that money. I'm going to bury you in so much debt that you won't be able to raise your head up at the end of the day. So, again, you don't have the money to pay me. Right? Okay. Now, see how interesting this is? When we first started off in this business, we started off, as I'll go back and watch my videos, I'll go back to my archives, I started off with being a person who wanted to represent for screen paints. A person who basically wanted to show that a screen paint can take a physical screen. And I worked on all that time to make this happen, even testing certified screens and learn their technology to make better screen paints for our customers. But then somewhere along the line, the very same screen paints attacked me. Those idiots. And instead of you people seeing the hard work we put in to try to basically make better products, you also attacked us. And now you have nothing because we went out and destroyed all your products. Certified screens, we wiped them out. Just about everything we wiped out on Amazon, eBay, we took all of them out to show that our product was more superior. We even got the ones that you claimed at the end of the day that your savers to help you. We crushed them so badly that they returned money back to our accounts. You know how Crow was treated in that situation? We had him return so much money back to the account. He started cursing us out over. We embarrassed him literally so bad that the money came back to our account. We started playing games with it. I literally have a video showing that when we placed the order, how fast would the order come back to my account on the time it took me to paint a screen in. Literally that fast. That's how embarrassing it was. $1,900, including an additional $300 something on eBay? Yeah. Mr. Partey wanted to ran his mouth. What happened to him? Every time we played the video about him walking around in the backyard, we placed the order and got him to return the money back to our account. $700 worth of orders put back on our account. Embarrassed the daylights out of him. Mr. Philosophy, please. Now, what do you have left? Yeah. Mr. Williams? And Mr. Williams is on his way out of a building. He's got himself in quite a lot of trouble. We've contacted some very interesting people involved in that whole fake priest nonsense, which is going to be popping up pretty soon, because that's also, too, in that document we're sending over to that building. Federal Trade Commission is involved in that. So he's got a lot of problems. And again, he can't back his products up because we sat there and told him he can't sell it. He can't sell it on eBay. He can't design a website. No, because we'll go buy it and we'll crush his stuff. We'll show that it's trash at the end of the day. So what next? White screens? Please. We crush white screens all day. What else you got? Gray screens? No. We were making gray screens before they were making them. We know that stuff better than they do. As a matter of fact, my new Crow mix, which I'm making, and he's more than welcome to match it. By the way, Mr. Fernando, I will be expecting my black paint because I'm going to request again for you to send me my product again by certified mail. I want as many of these I can send to you as possible so I can show the judge how many times we asked you for this product. So I'm going to send you one every week. You'll get a letter every week from my company requesting our black paint. It's going to get pretty bad, man. All right. Let's see at the end of the day. Now, again, amazing technology. I love it. Only 3 screens I've actually considered the fact to be worthy of our time. Diamond technology, daylight technology, which I came with this beautiful surface right here. And, let me see. The Dark Star 9, which is another amazing screen. That does not want to say against my screen. Why not? Why do they fight being against this screen? Why? Just ridiculous. Just regular tape. You can't not want to be against my screen. It's an amazing technology. Let's try that again. That is really good. Make sure that stays up there. Interesting. Now, you know what that screen's designed to be, right? It's a gunmetal technology. It's designed to operate heavy contrast levels. That's what it's designed to do. Oh, I forgot. Your gray screens can operate in this environment. That's why Crow was sitting in the dark. But a technology like this, if you had our technology, Mr. Fernando, you would have been in a fully lit environment where meters don't read. You sat in the dark. That's where you were at. So I don't know how in the world you claim to have my product and you're always in the dark for some reason. Why are you always in a dark apartment? Pretty sure you have lights, right? You don't seem like to use them. Let's go over here. Blue screen. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? That's a Dark Star 9 versus a $7,000 projection screen. So that means that if we can take out a $7,000 screen, that means that how much money is my technology worth? A lot more, which I'm going to get. Red screen. Red screen. Listen to me. Red screen. Not read screen. There we go. Look at that. So now you can't afford the technology anymore. Because my investors saw these demonstrations and they're saying, why the freak are you charging that price for that technology? Green screen. Many people can sit there and say, well, we don't care. You can sit there and say, I won't buy it. We don't care. I got companies that are paying me a lot of money for this. They will buy that technology from you. You know why? If they basically offers us a contract to develop technology for them, we can develop technology that's far better than diamond technology. Far better. Which means they would have the dominant screen. Because we can take out like diamond. See the advancement of that? Right there? Interesting. How about this? How about Starfield screensaver? What about this right here? Let's do a Starfield. There you go. The whole purpose of the gunmetal technology is to be able to pull heavier contrast levels. You can't compete with a black screen. And that screen's far more powerful than a gray screen paint mix. A lighter version is far more powerful. Cinemax can't match one of those. If it could, there'd be tons of demonstrations on it. There would be no excuse to have a 0.8 screen sit in a dark environment, because they're designed to generate in fully lit environments. So if I stick that screen against a white surface, it's going to be to pick up its contrast, color, whatever. The reason why it doesn't function, because it's sitting against my technology, which would make my technology what? Far more superior. "4K Snow Screensaver Cottage." Not forecast. 4K Snow Screensaver Cottage. So, how's it possible? Oh, look, this came off like that. Let's put it back up there. I got a Velcro screen wall I'm actually building to put all my screens up there when we test them out, show them off. We're not testing, we're not doing testing, we're done. We're conquering. No more testing anymore. I'm not in it for testing people. I'm now interested in conquering everything we get our hands on, just for fun, just to show that we can do it. And I want to develop a special screen engineered just for that. Now, I'm going to make an aluminum technology for it. It doesn't want to stay up there. This doesn't. Let's try it one more time. We just got to get to the snow level and we're done. Like, now I don't want to be up there. Not against that technology. We'll try it again. One more time. I don't know why it doesn't want to stay. It just keeps fighting to get off that screen. It just doesn't want to be up there. Do you blame it? Let's try before she comes off again. So, Fernando, question. $7,000 screen. Posting a tremendously high white level, 0.8 gain. Can operate in environments that your gray mix can't operate in. Far more advanced in your technology, and yet it can't take my screen and turn it dark. Mr. Fernando, when we send you out that document, there's a special container will be coming with it. We're going to be sending out the apple barrel sealed to you, and several gray mixtures, which you're going to put against your screen on a live stream. I'm going to keep you busy while they're going through your paperwork. So you got more stuff coming to your front door. And it's a nice little package. Nice little, I told you about this before, but I try to give you a break. So I'm going to send you a nice little care package. And then that care package is going to be Network Grade 773, bare silver screen, a couple of screen paints. And we want you to do those live demonstrations right against your screen so everybody can see it. You're going to repeat the process again. Meanwhile, can't order from your website because your product doesn't exist anymore. Remember, you got rid of it. It doesn't work. Okay, have fun with that, right? Now, wants to stay up there. Now, do we see that the technology we have under, well, this is an amazing technology, but again, our technology is far more advanced. And that's what we gave you people. A technology that can take out a $7,000 screen. If you can't afford this, well, you ain't going to be able to afford that. The screen's got technology right now is going to be upped. By the end of the year, do you have any idea what a black star is going to run for? About $1,000 a quart. That's going to be the most. It was actually so a reasonable screen print at the time, but it's $1,000 a quart for 20 ounces. Because I got clients at the end of the day that can afford these screens at the end of the day, and with these screens that they can afford, and they're willing to spend the money for us instead. These are not weatherproof. These are not ultra short though compatible because they make a special screen for this. That technology is. This can pull up 100% contrast, so I wouldn't be operated at a $50 projector in eco mode at 2,500 lumens. So that makes that screen a lot more worth more money. Okay, I think we passed all that. I wanted to clear that up with you really quick, just to let you know exactly that we are no longer interested. And I'm going to design me a screen pretty soon, just to knock people's screens out, just for fun. I might give it a name like Conquer or something crazy at the other day. Now I've already did the screens already, but I plan to go through every single screen paint on YouTube. And I'm going to post those onto a site next to the screen paints we conquer. Tell me how many screen paints can do that one. Also, my investors like it. I do this one, yeah. Look at that. Ladies, this is a beautiful aluminum technology. Isn't it gorgeous? I got people getting mad at me telling me, oh, it's not fair. It's wrong that you're going to develop this technology and you're not going to let the customer have it. No, you can't have it. I don't appreciate how you treated me. That's why you can't have it. And at the end of the day, I'm going to crush everything again, post it to my website just to show you there's nothing for you. This will be advertised. This is for strictly for companies only will develop technology for them only. If they want to charge you, they'll charge you. Other than that, we won't touch you. Too bad. Remember I told you at the end of the day? I explained to you. At the end of the day, take advantage of things while they're here. Because sooner or later, they'll be gone. Shame. I got so much stuff I want to develop, and now I'm not interested anymore. I've lost my passion for my customers. You want to unsubscribe, knock yourself out, don't care. You can sit there and go, well, we don't do business. Don't care. We're the only ones who develop this technology. We're the only ones who have it. Just like the guy got mad at me and went out and bought a, well, I can't say the company, so I mean, very embarrassing to say it. But went out and bought a screen and threw it at my face. And look what I purchased. And I sent them some documents, basically showing them how they were interested in our technology, and then showing them the test results we did against a lot of their screens. And yeah, the apologies just started popping up like I had a bad day, and it's not too late. Don't care. Bye-bye. Churches are businesses, by the way. You know that, right? We can do business with them. A church? Yeah, I've done a couple of churches already. They're business at the end of the day. But if you're an individual trying to get it, you can't buy it. Not anymore. Don't you dare bump my stand with that big old head of yours. Get over here! Rah! Giant big head monster head. EcoFlow? No longer available. The Sugar Plum Fairy, all the technology developed, no longer available. Any of the gamer screens, no longer available. Acoustic screens, no longer available. Everything, no longer available. It's strictly for companies. Where are you going to go to? Crow? Please. I'm reverse engineer that fake paint at the end of the day, and I don't know what we're going to call it. I might call it pigeon paint. I don't know. A little bit. I forgot something. I might call it a half and half or something. We'll do something interesting with it. I don't know. But we're going to use it in our test from now on. Oh, man, look at that. Right there. You got anything else with psychedelic right there? That's pretty cool right there. Oh yeah, we must be out of here. Come on, Taco. That's why you're giving me the face. Let's get the freak out. Let's get the freak out. I'm enjoying this, people, so you know this. I don't like you didn't support me. You should have did more. You should have did more. Now, I upset about you didn't do more? No, not really. We're the ones who got all the power. We got the power. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we got all the power. We don't care. We're good. I tried to do that whole thing, you know what I mean? And even, even I had certified companies at the end of the day. It's like, why are you charging so cheap at the end of the day? You know what your product is worth. You should be getting more money for it. And they're right. They are definitely right about that. Why is my fan? No. Oh, it's on low. That's why. They're right about that. Try to give you free blackout fall, free lights, all that stuff we offered you down through time, and you took no. You didn't respect our company. We didn't like how you guys were siding with these other people at the end of the day and attacking us. And we know that other people are attacking us besides them. We know that already from the door. And I just try to stay in there and say, you know what? We're trying to keep something nice for these people. Let's do something nice for these people. Not anymore. You can't afford me anymore. I don't care how much money you make. We won't sell it to you. Companies only will have the technology. No company will be able to do this. No company can tell you at the end of the day. If a company says, you can't buy from us anymore, you can always go to somebody else and buy a nice product. You can do that. Right? Say the guy down the street doesn't want to sell you oranges anymore. You can't buy more oranges anymore. You can go to other places and get oranges, right? We're the only ones who have that technology in the world. You can't go anyplace else because we're the only ones who have it. I know. I got people I pay to search to find companies that we can challenge at the end of the day because I need challenges. I went all the way to England to get that technology brought over here for testing because we need challenges. I pay people to do this for me. Because there has to be something out there. There literally has to be something out there to give us a hard way to go. But we're not finding it. We put match and better challenges out there. Somebody's got to pick up one of those match and better and beat one of those things. No one has done it yet. I've watched people fail and fail and fail. For 14 years, I've watched people fail. I've not had one person come close to anything we have. So if I decide that I don't want to do any more business with customers, that's the end of it. And there's nothing left out there for you because we tested it all. Well, good luck. You'll need it. I don't care. Oh yeah, don't shut disconnect. Yeah, I'm done. Get out of here. I got plans to make. I got companies to call and contact. I got sample sheets to ship out to companies at the end of the day and get them set up and started with their technology. My other sites, I'll basically be supporting them. YouTube, not so much. We'll be cutting YouTube off bit by bit by bit. We have more interest in it anymore. We back their products up, we're good. I don't need to back anything up anymore. We're done. That's from Mrs. Fernando. Monday morning, we'll have you taken care of. Now, I don't want anybody to think at the end of the day that, oh, we're running at the end of the day. No. I'm going to crush your products. I mean, I'm going to trash your stuff pretty bad. Just to show you that we can do it. So you don't think at the end of the day we're running everything. We're going to leave a screen behind. You can't buy it. It's designed strictly, like I said, we do these things. We design screens strictly to take other screens out. We're going to want something different, something new, something exciting. And yes, it can absorb sunlight. So that's where you're going to go out with it. At 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you have to go out and face that thing. This will be fun. We're going to call this thing at the end of the day. It's going to be something crazy. Oh, I got something we can call it. Conquer? I want to call it the Conquer. The Conquer. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, cool. Fernando will be busy with immigration, the lawsuits, and everything else coming to him, the criminal charges. That'll keep him busy. The other ones, well, we already setting out documents to them, get them ready. And in between that, we'll crush whatever screen we want to get our hands on. Is there anything else we got? Just curious if there's anything else we can play with. Let me see. There's gotta be somebody else out there. I'm looking for something. Yes. $2.16. I can get any restaurant. This is gonna be brutal. I mean, brutal. We don't have to do it. We don't have a choice in that way. Everything has to be done. I mean, he does make a good product. He does. Make a good product. But his business at the end of the day has to be done. So, okay. We'll get that done. Don't have anything. There's nothing ready for us. Period. There's nothing there. As I showed you in the YouTube field trip, there's nobody making black paint but us. Alright, gray screen paint products. I'm going to have a little fun with you. I'm going to make a network grade 773 upgrade screen paint product, and I'm going to challenge you on it. We're going to have some fun with this. Since you feel that your gray screen paint products are equal to a black technology, let's have some fun on your level. Let's put you against the gray screen paint we're going to develop. Well, we got the ingredients here to make it too. On top of that, let me see what we're going to add to this. Alright, I think I'm going to go with, again, we don't even need half and halves with that. Matter of fact, I can make, not even network grade 773. I got a nice blend of something. I'm going to make a beautiful silky gray. And we're going to put it against any gray screen paint. And the ingredients is free. It'll be added into your contract, Mr. Fernando, when we send it over to you. That you have to make this product YouTube live. Now, if you don't do the demonstration, because I need something to occupy myself for fun. If you don't do the demonstration, we'll buy your product and we'll put it against ourselves. I think that's fair. So what do we want to use? I'm going to use a white mica, silver mica, white paint, and 2 scoops of black. We make a perfect, beautiful grayish silver technology, and we'll post it for free. So you have to beat that gray paint. If you match it, you're in a lot of trouble. It's not going to go well. If you don't do the product, we'll buy your product and do it for you, and then we'll crush you into black screen. Now, this is the fun we're going to have while we're advertising out here for companies. So if any of you gray screen paint makers or whatever, then they go, oh, he's running. No, we're going to stay on YouTube to crush your stuff. We're going to make a gray screen paint better than your own gray screen paint. Since you feel that your gray screen paint is so superior, what better way than to compete with you and have a little fun with you is to make our own gray screen paint, since we've been doing it longer than you have. We're the masters of gray screen paint, so we're going to develop a gray screen paint to take your gray screen paint out. And then we're going to use a black technology to crush both that one and yours at the same time. What do you think about that? I like that one. All right, Jamie, your paint's not available anymore, but we do have that black and white mixture, and I can make your products for free because I made it on camera. I know exactly how to make your personal mix, Metallica mix, Cinemax, and all of them because I had the ingredients posted. You come up on AI. I post you. I already know how your stuff is made. See right here? AI knows your stuff. You know that, did you? Yeah, Jamie, we got you posted on everything. We know how your stuff is made. To make Crow's 1176 screen paint mix is an Essence do-it-yourself screen paint with a slightly smooth gain based on standard white projection screen paint. Standard. You didn't know that we have a lot of stuff on Mr. Jamie. Yeah. So even AI Overview knows that this product is fake. Let's see, we're in 2 parts white paint, 1 part Pearl Essence paint. Yeah. You've been busted a long time ago. I told you his product, everybody knows how to make it. The ingredients is right there. Oh, we got to post it. Cinemax mix, look, made it for free over here. So yeah, AI Overview. Oh, we got to come. We got to do something. This is funny. It's hilarious. Come on. I know it's late. I know it's like 2:22. We got time because we can get about an hour's rest and come back in and get this done. Because we got time. We got to talk about this. We can save it till tomorrow. AI Overview is basically talking about his product. It mentioned it, Crow 1176. It tells what his paint is. Yeah, it's 2 parts white projection screen paint, 1 part Pearl Essence paint. That's how he makes his products. Did that mention your name right there, Jamie? To make a Crow 1176 screen paint mix, which is in essence do-it-yourself projection screen paint with a slightly boost gain. That's your product, because again, gray screens have a slightly boost over white screens. Typically mix and standard white projection paint or white paint. See right here, with a small amount of again Pearl Essence, which is a silver used to boost the gain on screens. Right here it says 1 part paint, Pearl Essence, however, and so forth, it goes on. So your ingredients posted everywhere. How to make your stuff. See, we know 2 ways you made your Cinemax. 1, black paint. The other one we matched it with was that Pearl Essence. That's how your stuff is made. I got your attention by the chance. So we can make all your stuff. The ingredients is right there. Yep. Guy made it from Home Depot. This fellow who made his paint from Home Depot 4 years ago. We made it here. We made it over here. We made his product over here. Yeah. A lot of people has made his stuff already. Made your product over here again. And this is me walking around with your container. We had your stuff. Jamie made all your stuff. All your stuff. We can make it. So I'm going to give out the full list of all your products, how they're made, so people can make them for free. I don't know if you want to do that. It's crack, but anyway, you can make it. Yeah. And we posted your stuff so much on so many ingredients and how you made your stuff. Your product that the AI system overview knows how your stuff is made. It's posted everywhere. Remember he sat there and said that he had to basically quit and give up and blah, 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 moving on to bigger, better things. I told you there was a number of reasons why. One of the things is his product can be made. Anybody can make it. This is why Fernando has lawsuits coming his way because he ripped off a lot of people, including the church. Well, can't wait to talk about that one tomorrow. That Google AI overview shows you how to make his paint. And that's not even from us. That's just AI overview. How many people paid for that stuff? You paid for that paint? It's pretty sad. Who paid for that paint? Who paid for that paint got on the wall right now? Who? Who paid for that paint? I'm curious. Who paid for that paint and got on their wall? This is the product you're vouching behind at the end of the day, claiming to be this great product in the day, and even AI knows how to make the paint? Oh, that's a great title. Even AI knows how to make Crow's fake paints. All right, well, I'm out of here. I got things to do tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be back on talking about this one. That AI overview from Google knows how to make Crow screen paint products. That means everybody knows how to make it. It's house paint. Oh, we can make that. Let's make some of that pearlescent with that. That'll be kind of cool. We're going to make that. Definitely make some of that. We're going to boost ours at the end of the day. And Jamie, I'm going to send you up some. I want you to make it on camera. Well, as a matter of fact, you can use one we're making our mix. So we're going to call this stuff. We'll call it Free Rose Mix. All right, man. I'm out of here. Look at that. Two tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of Metallica black. There's no metallic in it at all, period. I don't know where you got the Metallica from. But 2 tablespoons of flat black paint. I can't believe AI pulled up and showed how to make this product. That is interesting. Oh. That would explain the weird dull colors. So it's pearlescent that you're putting into it with white paint. Interesting. All right, we're going to make it for free. We're going to keep that there, come back in, snap a picture of that, put it up, and we'll talk about how AI knows how to make Crow's paint. All right, gotta go.